Hello again, and back with popular demand. It is my dinosaur videos, and today's subject is all about a personal favorite of a particular subscriber. I present to you, of course, the triceratops. Remarkable and interesting creature, triceratops. So, what is the triceratops? Well, it is a three-horned reptile, and the length of these in particular creatures are exactly the length of this creature is 7.9 meters or 25.9 feet in length. So it's about half the size of this room. So quite big. So about, say, half the size of this room. In height, it is about the height of me, so quite substantial. Now, or a bit taller than me, okay? Now, this creature lived mainly in the outbacks of Canada and some parts of England. So there was a few triceratops here in England, and there's also triceratops found in America too. So there was one found here in Wales. In the year of 1726, and the other one was found in 1981. 1981 in Colorado, New Mexico. 1981. So, extraordinary creature. It's an extraordinary creature. Now, the Triceratops, again, is a herbivore. And as I mentioned in video 1, there's a distinction between carnivores and herbivores. Well, this guy was a herbivore. And the skeleton structure of this particular creature was immense. Purely immense creature. In fact, you probably didn't know this, but this creature's bones were hollow, meaning they had air sacs within their bones, just like a pterosaur does. These guys are more related to pterosaurs than they are the walking type of reptiles. Now, these guys fed on shrubs, twigs, wood, tree stumps, wood, basically fruit and many other things. And of course they lived just about near towards the end of the time of the dinosaurs. So about 55 to 60 million years ago. So about 55 to 60 million years ago. So these creatures were, say, around the time of the Cretaceous period. coming towards the latter, coming towards the final 1,000, 2,000 years of the Cretaceous period. And just a little recap, the three periods of the dinosaurs which we are talking about in these videos are as follows: the Triassic, the Jurassic, and as well as the Cretaceous. So these guys lived, say, about 55 to 60 million years ago. Nearer towards the latter end of the Cretaceous period, before the comet struck the Earth. And so they lived about 5 million years before the mass extinction that happened to the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. So these guys were about, say, 55 to 60 million years ago. So that's, say around that time frame that these guys appeared on the scene. So a very short time period. Well, compared to their time, it wasn't that much, but compared to us, it's a relatively short period of time. So yes, a relatively short period of time, and yeah, basically a short period of time. So, characteristics of this particular dinosaur is very, very good. As you can see, it has a horn here, and you may not be able to see this, but I can describe it. Right here, just where my finger is, right here, there is another horn. So they were 3 horns, 2 large and 1 small, which is where the nose would be. So this here was a majestic creature. Majestic. Pure majestic. Speed is up to 45 miles an hour. Short bursts of speed, their short burst of speed would be about, say, 200 to 300 miles an hour. But if they were trying to get away from a predator, they wouldn't go forward, as if say they wouldn't move in a straight line. No, these guys would maneuver. They would spin like that, in and out, because if a T-Rex or Allosaurus or Velociraptor would come and take them by surprise, they would see it coming, because they had eyes at the side, but they also looked at the front, very blind at the back with their frill. So they were very, very blind at the back. So that was a slight issue for them if any predators wanted to attack from behind. But they had extreme good hearing. These guys could hear a pin drop from exactly 72,000 miles away. So they could hear a predator coming like 4 or 5 football fields away. Their hearing could be as if they would hear a pin drop from dropping from about 5 football pitches away. Incredible hearing. And their sight, well, their sight wasn't very, very good. The same with the T-Rex. The T-Rex, they couldn't see very well, but they could hear to an explicit amount. They literally could hear from 5 football pitches away. Incredible, incredible creatures. Purely incredible, purely insane, and purely brilliant creatures. Now, when it came to impressing the ladies, and believe me, they did impress them, what they had to do was this. They had to pump blood into their frill bit here. And as this bit here had blood pumping into it, that would change into different types of patterns. And those patterns were to attract the females that they needed to mate with. So, pretty good all round. But one of them was found. A female was found and still caring for its child when the comet had hit the Earth. Talk about a great, compassionate female mother, and for its child. That to me is an incredible thing. You see, we have much more to learn about these majestic creatures than you and I could ever imagine. There is still so much to learn about these incredible walking reptiles that we call dinosaurs. Now, the next one that I'm going to show you, which will be on Saturday, yes, because tomorrow I'm going to be doing a short, a video about comets. Because one is that we'll need to know about comets, because that is how the extinction started. Not with global warming, not with geological events, but with a comet that hit the Earth first. Then the volcanoes started to erupt, and then came the change in climate. The temperature would begin to drop rapidly, right the way down. So again, a lot to talk about tomorrow. But on Saturday, I am going to be talking about the one in particular creature of the dinosaurs which would be exquisite. The Stegosaurus. That's right, the Stegosaurus. The most popular dinosaur in the Jurassic period. And the Jurassic period is named quite agreeably, in my opinion, known as the time of the Great Titans. That is the Jurassic period, known as the Clash of the Titans. So, this has been a showdown of a new dinosaur, the Triceratops. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, and good night.